The Texas A&M Forest Service is adding another aircraft to a new state-managed fleet of wildland firefighting aircrafts we told you about last week. It's beginning with the purchase of 3 new helicopters that will provide firefighters with more accurate water drops, enhanced structure protection, and improved access to rugged terrain. This will allow crews to keep a more consistent presence in suppression operations. Without a dedicated fleet, Texas has historically relied on aircraft through federal resource sharing agreements and risks those being reassigned to higher priority fires across the country. The purchase is thanks to the $256 million appropriation from the 19th Texas legislature. This is only the first phase of a planned expansion over the next 2 years.